Another time.
Dodge this!
Care for the pebbles. Try not to enjoy this.
Have a little
No one
taste.
escapes my sight.
Care for a dance.
Wind blade! With the wind! Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
No escape.
Care for a dance. Dance with me. Care for a dance. Surrender and be gentle.
Freeze! Disappear!
Another test.
No one escapes my sight.
What's the hurt? Cool it!
Care for a
Frostbite!
dance with me. Care for a dance. Try not to enjoy this too much.
No escape.
Care for a
Wind blade!
care for
This moment will be frozen in time.
dance with
Dodge
me.
this! Disappear!
Let it rain.
Let's spark things up a little. Care for a dance.
Don't get
Dance with
frostbite!
me. Care for a dance.
No escape.
Surrender and be gentle.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Care for a dance. Dance with me.
Disappear!
No one escapes my sights.
Hey, it's almost time for the Sub-Zero's festival, right? It's always so lively. Wonder what the flower carriage is gonna look like this year. Let's go check it out!
Another test subject. Fry! Fry! Pick
This
the wrong test
this
subject.
dang mission that I've been skipping for the past 10 years. Come try Genius Invocation TCG. Go to the Cat's Tail. The cards Sucrose received are Genius Invocation cards. Why not try the trading card game and become a player myself? Complete the quest to unlock playing Genius trading card game. So I guess let's unlock it. I kind of wish I should just leave it like that, but And my game's freezing. Thought I was gonna turn off, but we're good. We're good for now. Sorry, little kitty. Alright, let's enter the Cat's Tail and see what's going on in there.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time. Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! What kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Alright. Let's go learn the rules and see how to play this game.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one?
Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG.
Alrighty, let's start this.
Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Who do I go with? So it says select. Select delete.
Let's finish this
So
swiftly.
Confirm.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Select dice to reroll. I don't get it. I'm just gonna confirm, I guess.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Select Deluxe. How do I select him? I will cost 3 pyro dice. Use skill. Searing Onslaught. Oh, okay, so we read it up there. Deals 3 pyro damage for the third use of this skill each round. Deals +2 damage for the third use each round. I guess there's different rounds. Use it against the opponent's active character. Alright.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Alright, we got a different skill. We have 2 Omni dice. Alright. Use skill.
Now, these are Omni Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
Oh, okay, so you have to correspond the character with the dice roll.
So, we're gonna
Okay.
use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try.
So we use it.
That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, it seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
That's R1. Let's go over here. What? There we go.
All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental
I
energy
should
we
have
need
put
after all.
48,000 for my rate. That sucks.
Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then,
Alright.
let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
Oh, okay. That's our energy.
Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short.
So some have 3 and some have 2. I
Never
guess.
mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
Okay.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Dang, that one deals 8 pyro damage. Gains pyro infusion. The character to which this is attached has their physical damage dealt converted to pyro damage. 2 rounds.
Burn!
Got an achievement. Next battle, I guess.
In an actual
kinda
game
fun,
of Genius
honestly.
Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Skill deals 3 cryo damage. And it needs 3 ice rolls. And that's what we have. Okay.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Does that mean it can be
Good!
burnt
Now
and
our
deal more
opponent is
damage?
affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions.
Yep. The thing I was just talking
Different
about.
types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills. You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
Okay, so on the bottom it even says what I need. I need 3 of that. 3 pyros. Wait a minute. But it says I only have 2. right? Oh, but I got that other special one, so that's 3.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?